Oh, I miss doing that. I miss doing that for you guys. And it's nice talking about a W for once. Coming into this game, I think we all had the same feeling. After the last one, we're like, great, now we got to face Giannis and the Bucks. They're buzzing. They've won 8 straight. We can't win a game at home to save our life. Then we find out before the game, Giannis is not going to play. And we're like, okay, we could win this game. And the Raptors offensively continue to struggle mightily. They only scored 97 in this game. However, defensively, they only allow 93, and they pick up the W. They end the Bucks' 8-game win streak. They get back into the win column and end their 3-game losing streak, and are now 10-13 on the year. Now, this doesn't mean anything crazy, standings-wise, and if the team's going to go on some crazy run now. That's not what it means. But it's effort. We saw effort from these guys from minute 1 to minute 48. And it was beautiful to watch. It was fun to watch. It was energetic. It was entertaining. And he picked up a W on home court. It's nothing like it. With the win, the Raptors are now 3-9. No, sorry, 3-8, excuse me, on home court. Still not great, but a win is a win tonight. Giannis, or no Giannis, obviously not having the finals MVP, well, that's going to definitely be a factor. And plus, they played yesterday, too, and had to have some massive comeback on their home court. So, definitely exhausted, but I don't care. I really don't. Let's break this puppy down. First quarter, again, Raptors offensively, they scored 26. They only allowed 23. They're only up by 1 possession after 1 quarter of play. We go into the second quarter. The defense ramps up for the Raptors, but their offense just can't quite find itself as they only scored 22, but they only allow 17. So you're up by 8 going into halftime. So you're doing okay here, but the Bucks in the second night of a back-to-back, they're going to have a tough time in the second half of the back-to-back, especially how much energy it probably took out of them in the last game. Obviously, Giannis was there in the last game, so he took brunt of that. However, it is the second night of a back-to-back. They did have to travel, so you knew that second half was going to be tricky for the Milwaukee Bucks. Now, in that third quarter, however, they scored 28. The Raptors only scored 25. And you're only up by 5 going into the fourth quarter. And man, did the Raptors make this thing interesting late. Oh my God, did they ever. I mean, really. They were up by 10 at one point, then Middleton starts taking some shots. They're up by 5 with under a minute to play. Middleton takes a 3, gets fouled, misses the shot. Fouled, right? I mean, Precious Achiuwa drops right in front of Middleton, goes right up into him. I'm not really sure where the call is there. He gets to shoot 3 free throws, knocks down 2 of them. And then Pascal gets the offensive foul. He fouls out, and the things are just falling apart at the seams for the Raptors, right? They get to the free throw line. I believe they made 1, missed the second one. Precious and Portis battle for the rebound. Precious gets called for the foul, and they have a chance now to make this a really, a 2-point game or something like that. Either way, down the stretch, Pat Connaughton has the ball in his hands in the corner, looking to take the lead. Thank God he misses it. Precious grabs the board, gets fouled, you go to the free throw line. Precious misses both. But Scotty Barnes, on the second miss, had a feeling that Precious, not a great free throw shooter by any means, might miss this shot. So he crashes the glass, bats it out to Fred, and then we get the free throws and ice it 97-93. Scotty Barnes with the underrated, insanely good play in this game to seal the victory. You saw the emotion from him after the game. And look, my Christmas wish is a Scotty Barnes jersey, okay? The black and red like they were wearing tonight. That's my thing. You guys have any... What do you guys think I should get? Scotty Barnes is the name I'm getting. I don't care what anybody says. That is what I'm going to get. But which jersey should I get? That's what I want to know, because there's so many of them. I mean, as you guys can see, I have a red here, I have a red here. You've seen the purple DeRozan jersey. Where should I go next? I'm thinking the black and red we saw tonight with the Scotty Barnes in the back, or should I do the black and gold? I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. But it's going to be Scotty. Let's break down some players, all right? Precious Achiuwa, 6 points, 8 boards, couple dimes, 3 of 8 shooting, 1 steal, 2 blocks in the game. As much as he missed the 2 free throws and offensively he didn't give you a whole lot, the energy and the activity from Precious tonight was infectious. Because you needed that from him because Chris Boucher has given you squat. He made 2 shots today. One was a putback slam. The other one was a tough layup on the inside. But otherwise, he was 2 of 6 shooting. It didn't really give you much at all. So Precious, you needed it from him. And he gave you as much energy as he could. And he did a great job tonight. As much as, 6 points on 3 of 8, not great. And the 2 missed free throws late, not pretty at all. And the fouls late, not good. But it's a 22-year-old young player, second-year pro, and you're watching the guy go through it. And that's fine by me. Scotty Barnes, I wanted to talk about him. Easily everybody's favorite player right now. Well, Fred VanVleet was unreal, but Scotty Barnes has been shooting the 3 at a ridiculous rate lately. Not just making them. The attempts have been way up. And it's good because the confidence. We want to see him take more shots. Now, unfortunately, he only took 9 shots in the game today, and that frustrates me. He had 13 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists. Incredible job. 5 of 9 shooting, 3 of 6 from three-point range. Had 3 steals and a block. In the last game, he didn't have 2 steals and 4 blocks or 4 steals and 2 blocks. Insane stuff. That tells you defensively, you know what you're getting from Scotty. And offensively, he's just really starting to come into his own right now, and it's really exciting to watch, even with his thumb not at 100%. Pascal Siakam, 20 points, 8 boards, 4 assists on 9 of 18 shooting, 50%, 1 of 4 from 3. He did have 6 turnovers, and he did foul out in this game. But again, the energy, the activity, the effort, you saw it from Pascal. People are going to look at the 6 turnovers. People are going to look at he fouled out in this game and blame him. If you watched the game and you saw the effort and the intensity, that's what I want to see from Pascal. I don't want to not see him late in the game, right? I don't want to see it like him being completely non-existent. He was there, and he made his presence known. Unfortunately, he was turning the ball over and fouling out at times. But again, it's effort, effort, effort. You saw that from Pascal Siakam tonight. Gary Trent Jr., great to see him back after the couple-game absence. He really did struggle, though, shooting the ball today. 8 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists on 3 of 16 shooting, 2 of 10 from three-point range. He did give you 2 steals and a denial in the game. But again, I'm totally fine with Gary Trent Jr. taking those shots because more often than not, he'll make his shots. First game back today after the calf injury. I understand it. 3 of 16, 2 of 10. Not pretty by any means. Fred VanVleet, easily the MVP in this game today. 29 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, 9 of 17 from the field, 6 of 6 from the line, 5 of 10 from three-point range, and I don't know how many big-time buckets late in this game. Easily the MVP, the court general. Incredible job from Fred VanVleet in this game. Now, let's get to the bench. Your top scorer was Svi with 7. On to the team stats. The Milwaukee Bucks shot 38% from the field, 36% from three-point range, and 72% from the line. So you held a very good Milwaukee team to under 40%. I understand they didn't have Giannis, and having Giannis does do a million different things to that team. Not only does he make a ton of shots, he spreads the floor because you got to double Giannis at times, and it makes other guys wide open. So it does so many things. Not having him, it handicaps your team. Right? It really, really does. But hey, the Raptors went out there with the team they faced, and they did a job. Holding them under 40% shooting, holding them under 40% from three-point range, you did a job. 42% from the field were the Toronto Raptors, 35% from three-point range, and 64% from the line. Not pretty there. It doesn't help that Precious Achiuwa missed both his, and then Yuta Watanabe somehow made 2 threes but missed both free throws. So they were 0 for 4 combined. So that's probably very skewed in that sense, the 64%, but it is what it is. Raptors were also +7 in assists. We have not seen that much this year. But when the ball starts humming, you get that wide open shot. You don't need that ISO ball. This Raptor team is not a team that should be using a lot of ISO ball because they don't have a guy like a Durant, like a Giannis, like all these great players that can go one-on-one and school the living snot out of some guy. We don't have that type of dude. So you got to move that ball around. The +7 in assists today, great job. They still only had like 23 assists. They only had 17. I think that's, or you guys can do the math. I think it was like 24 and 17 or something like that. We were also plus 10 in points in the paint, plus 10 in second chance points. The Raptors did a pretty good job tonight. Now, offensively, though, still only scoring 97 is not going to cut it. As much as Fred had 29, it was great, and the defensive intensity was fantastic, and the glass was great, and the crowd was really into it. A lot of great things, but in the end, you still didn't crack 100 points, and that's still the problem moving forward. You still only shoot 42% from the field. Under 100, you got to clean that stuff up. You got to find a way to score over 100, because more often than not, you score under 100, you're going to lose a lot of basketball games. Just ask the Oklahoma City Thunder tonight. My God, the biggest margin of loss in NBA history. Got absolutely shit bumped by the Memphis Grizzlies in Memphis. Wild stuff there. All right, next game for the Toronto Raptors is on Sunday. Yeah, it's only Thursday. So we got Friday, Saturday off before we welcome in the Washington Wizards to Scotiabank Arena. 6 p.m. tip-off there as the Raptors look for back-to-back home victories, back-to-back wins, plural, in general. And just like to start to put some things together. Obviously today, you know, scrappy defensive game. You find a way to get a win against a good team. Obviously no Giannis. And you got to find a way to build on that, right? Get better moving forward. And then it's going to be a tough one against Washington on Sunday evening. All right, so you know what, guys? That is going to do it for this one. If you enjoyed the video and enjoyed this game, smack the like button. Do appreciate that. Hit the subscribe button. You guys not already, comment down below thoughts on the video, thoughts on the game. What you like, what you not like from today's game today for the Toronto Raptors. Twitter is down below for myself. Follow, send me a DM to like great stuff. The Instagram link is down below as well, so follow up there if you have not done so already. And I will talk to you guys. The Leafs dish on Saturday night is there in Minnesota, taking on the Wild. Leafs looking for their 6th consecutive win and look to stay atop the National Hockey League standings, or at least they were going into today. And as for the Toronto Raptors, like I mentioned, they look for back-to-back W's on home court against the Washington Wizards on Sunday evening, 6 p.m. tip-off there. Thank you so much for listening and watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. We'll talk to you guys then.